Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Access Counseling. Most of the US-RNs are confused on how to attend an US hospital interview. Today, we are getting you all a mock interview with one of our students, Sunita Rana. So, let's get started. Good morning, Sunita. How are you doing today?
Good morning, morning. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, can we get started?
Yes, I'm ready.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Sunita Rana, and I was born and raised in an eastern city. It's a small city of Nepal called Dharan. And actually, I was born in a family with a low socioeconomic background, where my father used to be a laborer and he used to work in a construction company. And my mother was a housewife, and they were both of them were illiterate. Even though they were illiterate, they knew from the beginning that education is very important. That is the reason they decided to make me a nurse, and they put me in a nursing school. That was not a government school, but that's the reason they have to pay and they have to invest everything of their saving on me. And I started my nursing school in the year 2000. And after that, I did my bachelor's in nursing and later on my master's in nursing in medical surgical specialty. And talking about my work experience, I have worked as a nurse, as a staff nurse in a variety of settings, from NICU, PICU, nursery, to adult surgical ICU, surgical ward. And also I had an opportunity to work at this renal transplantation unit too. And I worked for a brief period of time in a psychiatry ward as well. And currently I'm working as a ward in charge in a small hospital in my hometown. And my father used to be a very hardworking person, and he was very genuine and very down to earth person. And because of him, I think I got all those qualities in me, because he inculcated those qualities in me, and that was the basis of my work ethics. So I am also a very hardworking person. And I'm also I consider myself to be a very progressive person, and I love change. And that's the reason. Even though I had a set career over here in Nepal, I decided to pursue my dream and to become a nurse in the United States of America. And apart from that, I think I am open to feedback, and I'm open to learning new things. That is what I am. And also, in my free time, I love to go to the gym and sweat out. And I'm a gym fanatic. And whenever I have free time, I spend my free time with my two nephews. They are 7 years old and 9 years old. We watch zombie movies and zombie series. It is a lot of fun. So that's all about me. Thank you.
That's a wonderful answer. So I think your parents would definitely be proud of you. Again, you have definitely come a very long way. So going to the next question. So what motivated you to become an RN?
As I said you earlier about my family background, and what I learned from the early age, and that I have to be independent, and being a nurse, that means I could gain independence of both financially and in terms of my personal, other decisions too. So, actually, I think my personality and this kind nature also helped me to pursue my dream in this field. So I think basically it was about about that independence, that I wanted that independence. That's the reason I decided to become a nurse, because being a nurse, means fulfilling those independence need of mine. That's the reason.
Okay, that's great. So definitely the nurses will feel that you're definitely kind, and just looking at you, we can make that out. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
So going to the next question. In your current job, what kind of cases do you handle?
It is a general ward. That
Mhm.
means there are medical cases as well as surgical cases, and we have more surgical cases than medical cases.
Mhm.
And the surgical cases are laparoscopic cholecystectomy, laparoscopic appendectomy, and there are RT cases are there, and for which the orthopedic surgeries are done, and implant removal is also
Okay.
done there. And apart from that, in medical cases, we have patients with seizure, acute exacerbation of COPD,
Mhm.
and also acute gastroenteritis patients
Mhm.
and patients with fever. So
Mhm.
these are the patients that I deal on a daily basis.
Okay, that's wonderful. So, Sunita, going to the next question. So, let's go into a little bit of conflict resolution skills.
Okay.
So, if you ever had a disagreement with one of your colleague, okay, what was it about, and what did you do to resolve this?
Let me think for a while. Yes, I had a disagreement with one of my colleagues while I was working as a lecturer at a nursing college. Actually, it was about students posting, and I was new to that batch of students, and my colleague was a very senior teacher over there, and she had been teaching those students since I think 4 or 5 years. And I am a very organized person, and I can work well and efficiently when everything is planned. And what I thought during that time was that the posting, the activities of the students were not planned very well. So I showed my disagreement on the current, students' planning, and she had a great disagreement on that, because she had been doing that from a very long time, and the situation blew, and we had to involve our principal too.
Okay.
And later on we had everything on the table, and we sorted it out, and
Okay.
finally it was planned well according to what I have thought. So it was finally resolved, but I'm not very sure that she liked me
Okay.
now.
No,
Yeah.
that's always there when it comes to college. So, did you have you have a ton of experience in the hospital side too? So, did you have some conflict issues in the hospital with one of your colleague? So, and if so, how did you resolve that?
Yes, it was when I was working as a staff nurse in this neonatal intensive care unit in ICU department, and there used to be a supervisor, and there was a mistake from 3 of the nurses, including me, and we forgot to write down the bill number of some bill. And she was very nice to me, and she did not give any punishment or she did not take any disciplinary action against me. But the other two of my colleagues, she was harsh on them, and later on the issue surfaced, and we all of us, the subordinates, we talked about this issue, and later on we asked for a meeting with our supervisor, and we had a meeting. And in that meeting, she admitted what she did, because we were feeling that it was impartial. She was being impartial. It was unfair. And later on, she admitted that. And from that day onward, the issue was solved, and everyone was treated equally. Yeah. And also, a new system of documentation was introduced, and that was very easy. So yeah, that was one incident that I can recall.
I think just because you're so sweet, she did not want to scold you, and she had definitely, because of your hard work and patience and how you react to the situation, and even that affects how the supervisor would react on your mistakes. And sometimes we all are humans, and human errors definitely happen.
Yeah, that's true.
But that was a very good way of how you resolved the issue. So now, what 3 qualities of yours would your boss tell us about you?
I think the first quality that my bosses, the previous one and the current one, would definitely tell you or anybody about is my the hardworking, because I'm a very hardworking person, and they have complimented me. The previous bosses have complimented me openly on my hardworking, because I give 100% to my work, and that is the one thing. The second one would be like I can prioritize things. I can do things in a priority basis, and that has helped me to achieve my work within the time frame, so before deadline. So second quality would be that, and the third one would be that I'm very adaptable person. I can I can easily adapt to adapt in a group, in a new environment, and that are the three qualities that my boss would tell you about. I think so.
Yeah, we can definitely find that out. By the way you're answering, your answers look so well organized, and you definitely would have worked hard towards it. So now, since as you are a nurse and you would have faced this even in Nepal, or if you have worked elsewhere, and not in colleges though, so are you willing to work in a night shift?
Oh yes, definitely, definitely. Because what I think is that in night shifts, what we usually do here is that we can work independently during our night shifts. So that is what I like very much about night shifts. And yeah, if there is only if you ask me to choose between day and night, and I only have to choose one, then I would definitely like to say day shifts. But I'm open to night shifts as well, because I want to learn and I want to see how the nursing cares are done at night. So I want to be acquainted with the schedule and everything. So yes, I'm open to night shifts as well.
That's wonderful. We hope to see you soon in the US. So Sunita, that was it from our side. So do you have any questions for us?
Yes, I have actually. I've jotted down.
That's wonderful. I was guessing that you're so well organized, so you definitely would have jotted it down.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, will you please tell me about the work culture or the work environment over there, how it would like to be?
So, what we would like to tell is, we don't know how it is in Nepal because we have not been to Nepal. But here, it's much more organized than what we have heard it from the nurses who are back from Nepal. So, you have everything aligned in advance. So even if you have a night shift, you get to know 1 week in advance. So but if it's even in an emergency, you'll be informed, and who will be a team manager, who will be a team lead, so who will be your colleagues. So everything will be well managed, and most of them who are here are friendly, and I think it's a good place for you to work. So you would definitely get adjusted with the work culture here.
Okay. That which I'm hoping to. And I have another question too. What advices would you like me to give in terms of being prepared to adjust to the new environment, new culture? Because I've already started to learn Spanish. It's not much, but yeah, I've learned a few words and few sentences. Because what I thought is that if there are Spanish patients, and then I may be able to communicate with them in their own language. And that way I would be like more they will accept me easily. I thought so. So something like that. If is there anything that I can learn in Nepal, so that I can utilize those skills and those things there to become acquainted with the culture and the states?
I think we don't have to tell you, who already started learning Spanish too. So that's something which not many of the nurses from all over the globe do. So you're one step ahead than the other nurses too. So in terms of a particular advice is like you might feel homesick initially, and just the work culture is a little bit different, definitely. So when it comes to Nepal, so might be couple of months or maximum 3 months. It will take you time to get adjusted to your colleagues, to your work culture and the place, and the way you travel from the hospital to your home and any other places. So apart from that, there's nothing much, because the nursing job, you are really good at it, and once you're in the hospital, you feel more comfortable and settled.
Okay. Thank you so much for the questions. I have all these questions.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Sunita. So hope to see you soon in the US. We are like much more excited than you are. Okay, hope to see you soon. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.